I'm in coaching center. So today I'm going to explain your business studies, third chapter, globalization of business. So let's come to the chapter globalization of business. So what is globalization? So globalization is not a new phenomena. Is not a new phenomenon in business field. Means they all know. It is not a new thing to know. All may be knowing that about globalization. So the period of so the period of 1870 to 1913 made a globalization as trend. Globalization became as trend. Globalization as trend. It became as trend. Late achievement of the late achievement achievement of technology, communication, internet technology has made globalization. Internet technology systems has made globalization in whole world. So with the help of these things, the in whole world the globalization is started. As the result of this the as the result of this globalization, the the countries the countries are dependent on each other. So countries are interdependent and close relation in the whole world. So in the whole world the countries are becoming good friends, and they are interdepending on some works. Business and market has worldwide units. Means whole world there are units of business and markets. So because of whole world globalization, in whole world wide there are business and market units. So the meaning of globalization. What I know about the meaning of globalization? What is globalization? So the international monetary fund, IMF, as you know about IMF, you learnt in your international institution, has said globalization as growing economy of countries economic of country through increased volume and variety of cross border section of goods and service of goods and services and international capital flow and international capital flow also more capital, and also more widespread and technology and more widespread and technology spread and rapid diffusion of technology diffusion of technology. So globalization, the International Monetary Fund says that globalization helps to grow the economy of a country through increasing volume means increasing more goods and service from one country to another country. And international capital flow means they helps to send export goods and services morely. And also they try to rapid and widespread diffusion of technology means they make the help globalization with the help of diffusion means with the help of technology. From this globalization is increasing the cross border of cross border cross border of goods and services and in and international flow of capital capital technology international flow of capital technology and information. So we can say by internationally we are making money and technology by help of technology and information. Globalization is happening. And formation of worldwide market formation of worldwide obtaining resources and raw materials in less price cheap price in cheap prices. Production of of goods in any region of world production of goods in any region of world in cheaper price in cheap cost means they can produce the goods in less cost, less money. By using less money they produce more goods. Next topic is factors which include globalization. They may ask for 2 to 3 marks they may ask, and this also they may ask for 2 to 3 marks. Write about globalization. 2 to 3 marks if they ask write about globalization. 2 to 3 marks they will ask. Sorry, I wrote here 1 minute. Something. 2 to 3 marks they will ask this also. So next, factors which influence globalization. Let's see. Globalization refers to the worldwide phenomena of technology, information. We can get culture, technology, information. So globalization refers in technically helps it, and economic growth it helps, and it helps politically. It also helps political growth also. So by like this globalization helps. So globalization helps international capital and trade, overcoming of political barriers means if they have some political problems they overcome and they do globalization. So this is the certain phenomena factor of globalization. So globalization creates free trade zone by removing import and export. So first there was imports and exports, but with removing import and export they provide free trade zone means they can do trade easily in globalization as they want to get as they wanted to import and export more things. Now they can import and export by help of technology means technology who is asking what they will learn, and they will export fasterly, because in globalization there is a market where they will sell, and they will sell to consumers who want that product. So it is easy then import and export. So globalization reduces transportation expenses. As there was shops, they were sending containers, containers to shop. But now, by help of globalization, they are cheap pricing now. They are sending easily without the help of containers. Globalization reduces the capital barriers, means some capital barriers, and gives full free full capital flow, means full free to do trade. And globalization creates creates subsides subsides to worldwide trade organizations worldwide trade organizations, means it gives like subsides, means they can do trade easily in whole world. This much is enough. 6 points for you. One, and there are 6 points. And if they ask for 2 to 3 marks, this much is enough for you. And they will not ask, I think, for 4 marks. And there are only 6 to 7 points for this. So only this much is enough. So next, let's go to next topic. Is main characteristics of globalization. What are the main characteristics of globalization? Main characteristics of globalizations. Let's know. Main characteristics of globalization. So first one is increase international trade trade at a faster rate of the world economy, at the faster rate of rate of the growth of the world economy world economy. So increase international trade, so at faster rate as the world economy is also growing. So same as we should also increase the globalization, so that world economy also increase, and that country's economy and financial situations also increase. Increase of international flow of capital, including foreign investment. So foreigners also does investment. So this the international capital, means the capital of the international capital, and the financial of international IMF also increases by the help of this globalization. Globalization creates international agreements leading to organizations. So they do international agreements with some organizations like WTO and OPEC. So these are some international organizations, they do agreement. OPC, WTO, United World Trade Organization. Let's know about OPE, means oil producing. So as there are many oil producing and export countries. So which countries produces oil and exports? So this organization OPEC takes that country, and they takes the oil and exports it into globalization or many other places. Development of global finance system. So whole global finance system also develops, and country's finance situation also grows. So it also helps to grow financial system. So it also increasing the role of international organizations like WTO. As you know what WTO what is. WTO means World Trade Organization, you all will say, and IMF, International Monetary Funds, and WIPO. WIPO. So what is WIPO means? WIPO is word intellectual 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 property organization. So it is word intellectual property organizations. And WTO and IMF, you learnt about in international institutions, what are their works, and this deals with international transactions. So these all deals with international transaction. What are the transaction happening in international? They are these groups deals about that. Creates international international culture exchange. So they also creates international culture exchange. So here they may ask this question for 1 minute. I did not set here, so I will say it now. So they may ask for 2, 3, 4 and 5 marks also. They can ask this because there more points are there. So they can ask for 5 marks. You have to write 10 points. So here already 6 over. So for 3 marks over. So still points are there. Let's come to next point. Creates international travels and tourism. So they helps to international travels and tourisms. Greater immigration, including illegal immigration. So still 2 points. I am telling you a little bit small points so you can remember it easily and write it if they ask for 2, 3 or 4 or 5 marks. Spreads food like pizza and Indian foods and Indian foods in other country. So they also helps to spread foods like pizza and burger and that all french fries and other. So all the foods are came from other countries, and they also trying to spread our Indian foods in other countries also with the help of globalizations. And developing of global telecommunication and infrastructure and growth transfer border capital flow. So they also grow transfer border capital flow, and they helps to for telecommunication. They will help for to grow telecommunication. Helps for growth of telecommunication. And transfer border means they can transfer the goods, take the goods from one place to another. So I will explain the next topic in my next video. So till here you understand, I think so, and this main characteristics of globalization and what is globalization and other things. And this what I noted, they may ask for 2 to 3 marks. So don't forget this to read. And this I will here you understand, I think so. I will give this as making PDF in my next video. So next video description, don't forget to watch. So till here you understand, I think so. If you have any doubt, put it on comment, and like my video if you like, otherwise dislike. And how was my video, comment, and subscribe my channel and Encourage Center for more video. So okay friends, bye, see you, take care, have a nice day. I will meet you tomorrow in my next video. So okay friends, bye, see you, take care, and have a nice day friends. Bye friends.